So, I found that black mark there on the center of that joist. And if I had my ichrometer tuned in just right, that would tell me right there's the pool table, center line. Oh yeah. That's right. I'm going to see if I can hang a round hood, wheel horse, Suburban garden tractor above my pool table. I think that'd be a good centerpiece for the shop. Now, wait a minute. Did that guy just say that he's going to hang a garden tractor from the ceiling in a shop? That's what he said. I had this thing for sale, and I got to take it out of for sale because I have just been looking at it and I've been finding more and more things that are wrong, that are just not up to snuff. There's some pretty funky welding going on. This whole hood stand is fabricated and is a little bit crude, and the hood, as shiny as it is pretty worked on. We'll say it's worked on. You wouldn't really be able to tell from the outside, but the inside, there's just something about it that makes me say, you know what? Don't have to sell it. I think I'd enjoy it a whole lot more if it was just up in the air, something to look at. And it's a good looking tractor. It's got some custom paint. It's got some wheelbarrow tires. I do realize that both of my back tires are backwards. I'll fix that. But here I am playing with some wood and a jack stand, and kind of imagine that, but upside down. And hopefully, if all goes well, that'll be pretty much close to the ceiling, and the rest of it will be hanging a little bit crooked. Let's get to work. So I've got these lengths of chain cut and bolted on to the tractor. Now I basically just need to find kind of my ideal center line, which I'm gonna guess is pretty much right there, straight down from that point. And then I'll be able to take measurements from that center line mark to each of my attachment points. Nothing sketchy here, just a short guy on a 6-foot ladder, on a couple of skids, on a pool table. And I know it's not sketchy because I screwed the ladder down. I used some uprights for some warehouse pallet racking. I have my first one bolted in place, and I drilled a hole through right to the pool table. I was able to use an extendable magnet to fish hardware through, and now I will fish the socket up through and hit it with my extension to get to there, to tighten it to there, to make a good, happy joint. I made this piece of C-channel, drilled it, and now I'm going to cut it on those lines, and I will have some nice heavy-duty brackets. They have good penetration on the welds, and those will hold the tractor to a ceiling. And just like that, we have a bracket bolted in. Yee-haw! Now, I am pretty all right at getting things up in the air, but I haven't yet determined the best way to get this tractor suspended from the ceiling. Even though I'm a very confident person in the fact that it will hang and it will be supported well, I'm trying to figure out ways to get it up there. That feels pretty good. I think it's gonna look pretty cool once it's all up there. I've gotta do some more situating. I gotta get them chains actually bolted. Gotta get some nuts on there and crank them down. Maybe a jam nut so nothing comes apart. There's gonna be a tractor hanging up there soon. Well, I'm gonna call this a win for the night. Doesn't look like much, but it makes me happy. And it's one less thing to have to store somewhere in the rack. So I'm gonna call that a win. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.